Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
Reloading! Cover me!
UAV online. We've taken the lead.
Enemy down!
We've taken the lead. Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Tango down!
UAV recon standing by. Repeat, UAV recon standing by. Hunter-killer drone ready for deployment. Hunter-killer drone deployed. We've taken the lead.
Target down. Target down. Target down.
Predator missile awaiting orders. UAV online. Predator missile inbound.
Target in sight.
Formado.
Mission accomplished. Good work. Front line.
Target down. Changing mag. Enemy down. Down.
Lost the lead.
Targets in sight. Enemy down. Changing mag. Cover me. Target down.
We've taken the lead.
Reloading. Targets in sight. Target down.
They're hurting. Keep fighting. Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
Enemy down. Contact with enemy.
UAV spotted. Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Sniper down.
Reloading! Cover me! Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. We've taken the lead. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Target down.
We've taken the lead. Be advised, hostile predator missile inbound. Close, fight harder. Heads up, enemy UAV spotted.
Targets in sight. Target down.
We've taken the lead. Keep on them. We're winning this one. Tied for the lead.
Sniper down. Tango down.
Ready to jam enemy UAV. Counter UAV up. Flying. Nice work. Well done. Front line.
I'm hurt.
Enemy down. Taking the lead.
Dosan cellphone ni mama.
Enemy down. Enemy. enemy.
Hostile hunter killer
Target
drone.
down. Top. Enemy down.
On them. We're winning this one.
Tango down. Enemy.
Tapi pinjam kita di Facebook. Di Facebook ah.
Enemy down.
Taking the lead. We've taken the lead.
Target down. Tango down.
We've taken the lead. It's empty. Enemy UAV spotted.
What's your body count?
I don't want to answer that.
73.
Do I look like Bonnie Blue to you, bro?
You look like Bonnie Black, actually.
Y'all don't really gotta like that, bro. Y'all don't gotta like that, cuff.
I recognize you from somewhere.
You watched Goth Gaze on YouTube? How old are you?
I'm 16.
16? Okay, watch this one. I'm gonna do this one on myself. Age reversive. And it is my 15th birthday. Happy birthday to me. Well, you play Minecraft?
Totally. Grew up playing it. That's how I got groomed for the first time.
Say you ready for the second time?
You ready for the second time?
Whoa, whoa. What's your body count?
I don't want to answer that.
I refuse to eat today unless I catch my own food because the price of takeout is getting ridiculous. So let's see what we catch and see how much money we can save. I'm making my way down to the bottom here at the spot, and I look to my left and see something red looking at me from inside of a cave. So I turn, line up the
How much juice can I make with 4 frozen apples? Apparently when you freeze your fruit, you get more juice. I should have cut these before I froze them. I'm really just sawing away. First one, I have no expectations. See, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna put them in the microwave for like 10 seconds and just see what happens. Mine as well. Let's try it again.
My grandpa died from smoking, so I quit cold turkey and almost broke at 3 a.m. At my grandpa's funeral, they lowered his coffin into the ground, and his old oxygen tank sat nearby, like it was part of the service. He'd smoked for decades and spent his last years fighting for every breath. I was 34, and I'd been smoking 2 packs a day since high school. Standing there in the rain, I realized I was walking toward the same ending. Grandpa used to be my hero, a tough Marine who could build anything and take me fishing. But near the end, he was thin, tired, and always attached to that tank. On my last visit, he grabbed my arm and whispered, "Don't end up like me. Promise me." I nodded, then walked outside and lit a cigarette anyway. That hypocrisy hit me hard at the funeral. I pulled out my pack and crushed it in my fist until it split. My sister saw me do it and just stared, like she didn't know who I was anymore. That night, I went home and flushed every cigarette I had. I threw out lighters, ashtrays, everything that smelled like smoke. I told myself it had to be a clean break. By the next morning, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. My head felt tight. My mouth kept searching for a cigarette that wasn't there. At work, I tried to act normal, but my leg bounced under the table and sweat ran down my back. My boss pulled me aside and said, "You look awful. Go home." I didn't argue. I was scared she could tell what was happening. At home, my roommate took one look at me and backed up. "Dude, are you sick?" "I've got finals," he said. "I quit smoking," I said, pacing in circles. He laughed. "Cold turkey? No way. You're going to lose it." I wanted to yell at him, but I knew he wasn't wrong. Day 1 dragged. Every hour felt long. I kept patting my pockets, then getting mad when they were empty. I tried chewing gum. I tried showering. I tried holding ice in my hands. Nothing shut my brain up. That night, I barely slept. I kept waking up with my heart racing, like my body forgot how to relax without nicotine. Day 2 was worse. A headache settled behind my eyes and wouldn't leave. Food tasted like paper. Coffee made me jittery, but not drinking it made me angry. At work, a coworker asked me a simple question, and I snapped at her. Her face fell, and I felt ashamed, but my nerves were on fire. On my break, I stood in the spot where everyone smoked and just stared at the empty air. My fingers kept doing the old motions. That night, the nightmares started. In one dream, I woke up sure my lungs were filling with concrete, and I sat up gasping, clawing at my chest. Day 3 felt like my skin didn't fit right. I couldn't sit still. My stomach rolled. I got chills, then hot flashes. My roommate told me to stop pacing because it was making him anxious. I tried, and I lasted maybe 30 seconds. That evening, I tore through my place. Sure, I'd missed one cigarette somewhere. I checked coat pockets, desk drawers, even the junk drawer with batteries and old receipts. In my car, I popped open the center console and found one lonely cigarette stuck to the bottom. For a second, I just held it, staring at it like it was a lifeline. My hands were slick with sweat. Then I snapped it in half, tossed it in a cup of water, and sat there shaking, mad at myself for even wanting it. That afternoon, my sister texted, "How are you doing?" I hadn't told her I was quitting, but she'd seen me crush the pack at the grave. I typed back, "Still not smoking." She replied, "One day at a time. Grandpa would be proud." My throat tightened, and for a second, I wanted to cry. Then the craving slammed back in. I stared at my phone, then at the clock, just trying to make it to morning without driving anywhere. Day 4 was the closest I came to breaking. At 3 a.m., I woke up with one clear thought: go buy cigarettes. I didn't even put on real clothes. I grabbed my keys, drove to a 24-hour gas station, and pulled under the bright lights. I sat there with the engine running, staring at the door, telling myself I'd just buy a pack and figure it out later. A teenager behind the counter looked up from his phone and watched me through the glass. I got out, walked to the door, and wrapped my hand around the handle. I could already taste. My grandpa died from smoking.
This man was kicked out of his home by his mother-in-law.
Is this type of bread good to you?
This is white.
The moment of truth. Snakes do want legs. Whenever an animal loses a leg, humanity bands together to build it new robot legs. Except for snakes. So today, I'm going to give snakes their legs back.
Rare photos. Telephone linemen go to a special training school that looks like this. Shirts that have tags sewn in so you can't fully remove them without creating a hole. Vending machine spits out 16.9 ounces when 20 ounces advertised. Mom was borrowing my comb and burned it with the curling iron. After eating shrimp all my life without any issue, my body suddenly decided to start being allergic to it. Unless it sends me to the hospital, I ain't stopping. How she measures she's pulled into our garage enough. Welp, there goes the last reason I would ever enter Walgreens. Our builder didn't realize there was a pattern in the penny tile. Neighbor threatened to call the cops on us for walking our dogs in our neighborhood. This is what the end of a rainbow looks like. The top of a UPS truck isn't the same color as the rest of the truck. This, my friends, is what the inside of a bag of microwave popcorn looks like. Menu only available through reflective QR code.
Match the food to the drink, I think.
Você não pode, é grau lixo seu carro. Não tem que ficar por hoje, só tem que brincar no chão.
If Max Fosh had used a real yellow card for this stunt, would it really have vanished like that? Now, he did reveal part of this trick recently, but was that the full picture? He said he used flammable cotton, so not the kind in a t-shirt, but flash cotton, or nitrocellulose. It burns incredibly fast and creates that sudden fireball effect you see in the footage, but it doesn't ignite on its own. So magicians use a small hidden igniter, often called a finger flasher. When it's triggered, it creates a spark to heat up the cotton that's hidden in this small compartment. But there's still one more problem to solve. Even with that kind of flash, a real penalty card wouldn't disappear cleanly. Those are made of PVC plastic. They would melt, curl, and leave visible residues. So the card he was holding has to be a prop. And if you look closely, it appears more flimsy than a real yellow card. It's most likely flash paper, another nitrocellulose-based material. So it can burn and vanish without a trace. Does it mean the ref was in on this?
Sa halagang 100...
Magkakaroon ka na. My girlfriend said, you're only practice for the one I actually want. She didn't expect her crush to be in love with. I was eating my sad cat.
Hapon. Yung isa off-live nakipag-trade.
Kung fitted slacks pa rin yung ginagamit mo sa school, ito na yung sign mo para gumamit ng...
Voila! Sorry, what am I looking at here, Todd? It's Alberta's toenail.
Oh! Hell no!
Sam never expected that her very first guest would turn out to be Alberta's biggest fan. Not only does he collect Alberta's old fingernails, he even tattooed Alberta onto his body. Alberta is completely horrified. Her friends can't stop laughing at her. She never imagined that the only person who still remembered her after death would be a total weirdo. Alberta starts complaining to Sasapis, but Trevor suddenly interrupts them.
It's Todd. I think he's dying.
That instantly terrifies Sam. Then she suddenly remembers Todd is suffering from food poisoning.
If he dies, he could become a ghost, and I'm not spending eternity with my stalker. What do we do?
We need to get him off the property. Okay, I called an ambulance. They're on their way.
Jay, you're not gonna like this, but we have to drag him off the property. What? We cannot let him die here. He could become a ghost, and we'd be stuck with him forever.
But the ghosts still aren't strong enough to move Todd by themselves. Luckily, some workers happen to pass by. Together, they finally carry Todd away. And just then, the ambulance arrives.
I really hope we didn't kill him. What? Nothing.
But the bad news still comes later. While lying in the hospital, Todd starts live streaming, and he openly mentions the name of the hotel. Sam immediately thinks everything is ruined, but then Todd says something unexpected. He already knew Alberta died there, so he intentionally tried drinking the same water Alberta once drank, and that's what poisoned him.
This means we didn't almost kill Todd.
Todd almost killed Todd.
You know what this also means? I was murdered.
Oh yeah, look at you. Voila. Sorry, what am I...
Fan.